some up close, clicky, clicky, clicky whispers. So if you're here, thank you for being here. I'm glad we could chill out together for this video. But let's get into some whispers, because that's what it's all about. So as I said, I really like these clicky type of whisper videos. They kind of remind me of butter, because it's sort of buttery the way that the whisper kind of moves around. So I kind of think of butter. I also think of like some warm milk or something like that. Maybe a warm fuzzy blanket. Things of that nature. Maybe you're watching a comfortable movie or a TV show that you like Gilmore Girls or something like that. That's kind of what the clicky whispers remind me of. And I feel like there's not enough of just chill whispers throughout the ASMR community. It's gotten to where it's very trigger heavy. So it's like bada bing, bada boom. I've got this like thing that I'm gonna tap on it. You know, it's really nice sometimes. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy those types of videos as well. But I do like to keep it chill. And keep it chill we will. But it's a lot better if it's warm and fuzzy. So I'm going to talk about some things that make me feel warm and fuzzy. One of those being a late night. Sometimes I like to sit on my back porch and listen to the crickets. It makes me feel very nostalgic, and I like to think about my life sometimes when I do that. And I can even kind of hear some crickets right now. Something else that makes me feel kind of warm and fuzzy is when it's really cold in the house and I can kind of bundle up with a blanket. We probably have some people listening now that prefer it to be warmer at night, and I wish I were one of those people, but I can't do that. I feel like I'm tossing and turning all night like a fish out of water. Fish out of water. What does that remind me of? A fish out of water. Kind of reminds me of being at the ocean. And if you had to ask me if I had to pick between being in a mountainous region or also like the beach. I live very close to a beach, actually. The only thing I don't really like is the sand. Sometimes the sand can become a little bit too much for me. And it gets in my phone and all that kind of stuff. But, like I was saying, fish out of water. I like to be a fish out of water and tan, by the beach with the sun rays. That makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Of course, I like to go inside of the water as well. Sometimes I'll even body surf, believe it or not. And I'll kind of imagine that I'm Iron Man floating on top of the water. Floating on top of the water. Right now it's currently summer. And it's very, very hot. So I've been going to the beach and going to the pool quite a lot lately. And I try to wear sunscreen because I don't want to get any problems with my skin. But I like the beach a lot, and it's very, very nice. But because it's summer, I already miss the fall. I think the fall is my favorite type of season. I love fall. I love winter. Because winter is very warm and cozy. Even though it's cold outside, you can keep the house warm and bundle up in your pajamas and watch a nice movie and that kind of thing. But I do favor fall because it's when it starts to get cold and you can see the leaves changing, and it's very beautiful. Very beautiful. There's so much to love about fall. I like apple picking a lot. You haven't lived until you've tasted a fresh apple straight from the tree. Not the tree of knowledge of good and evil, no. Just a normal, a normal apple from a normal tree. One time, me and my family, we went to an apple orchard and we rode the baskets or the wagons down the hills, and it was a lot of fun. But I think my favorite type of apple is between a Honeycrisp, and a Fuji apple. I love Fuji apples, and I like Fiji water. Fiji water. Kind of random transition there, but it's Monte Cristo. It's a very good movie. Very, very good. Very, very good. And I just recently saw a movie that I really liked, but I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. But I'm really excited to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out, and it is very exciting. I really like the way that the old Spider-Man movies used practical effects with like practical web swinging. And it looks like in this movie they're going to be doing that, so I'm pretty excited to see that in action. I haven't really loved all of Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies, but I feel like this one's going to be pretty good, pretty good. And I'm really excited to watch it. So yeah. But there are also a couple other movies that I'd like to see coming out soon. I would like to see The Avengers Doomsday, even though I don't think it's going to be very good. I just recently watched Obsession and Backrooms, both of which were very, very good. I recommend you go and watch those whenever you get the chance, because they're very good. Not a sponsor, by the way. But, yeah, I like a lot of various different movies, and I find myself liking chick flicks as well. I like Clueless. It's a very good movie. 13 Going on 30 is probably my favorite. I like 10 Things I Hate About You, and I'll always have a special place in my heart for Can't Buy Me Love. Can't Buy Me Love is great. Such a good fun movie with a great message. And it's just so good to watch. And I still remember the first time that I did watch it. My mom showed me, actually. I thought it was pretty good. But movies, action reminds me of fights coming up. We've got a UFC fight coming up this Saturday. It's gonna be Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. I really think Max Holloway is probably gonna win. But who knows? Will we see a comeback? Will we not? Underdog story. I don't know, but what I do know is that you are probably asleep at this point. If you're not, might as well leave a like on this video and comment down below